Now, NXT is airing a live two-night takeover this week, Stand and Deliver, on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not going to stand and deliver. I'm going to sit right here and deliver for all of you. This Wednesday show, by the way, is going to be simulcast on USA and on Peacock. The Thursday show is Peacock only. The Peacock version of Night 1 is going to have no commercials. So when USA Network cuts to an ad break, the action is going to continue live on Peacock. On the TakeOver conference call on Friday, Triple H said they were still trying to figure out how this is all going to work, and it's very likely that they're still going to be trying to figure it out up to the minute before they go live on the air that night. On paper, it is an excellent card, and I will be live on YouTube. I will be sitting and delivering for all of you Thursday night. I'm not going to go live both nights because we're doing AEW on Wednesday, but on Thursday night, I'm going to recap both nights of TakeOver live on YouTube. I hope you'll join me there. Let me run through this card here and give you my predictions, since we're only a few days away. Night 1 on Wednesday has Pete Dunne one-on-one against Kushida. Should be a fine wrestling match. I got to go with Pete Dunne on this one. We have MSK, the Grizzled Young Veterans, and Legado del Fantasma in a triple threat to crown new NXT Tag Team Champions. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch forced to relinquish the titles. Danny Burch has a separated shoulder, so the titles are vacant. We will have new champions guaranteed on Wednesday night, and I believe that it will be the Grizzled Young Veterans who walk away with the belts. Tomasso Ciampa against Walter for the NXT United Kingdom Championship. This is one of the matches I am most looking forward to this week. Even if you lump WrestleMania in there, this is still probably in my top 3 of matches I'm looking forward to this week. But, Walter's been UK champion now for over 700 days. I cannot envision him dropping it now to Champa, of all people. I just don't see it. So I think it's going to be a kick-ass match. I think there's going to be a lot of bruised chests when this match is over, but I think Walter walks away still the United Kingdom champion. We've got a Gauntlet Eliminator. And by the way, let me go back to that for a second. So we have not seen Timothy Thatcher on TV in a few weeks. Thatcher was feuding for months, it felt like, a few months with Champa, and they had the fight pit. They gained respect for each other, and then they became tag team partners. And I would have given them a run with the tag team titles. Had they done that, they wouldn't have had this problem, by the way, with Danny Burch being injured and having to vacate the belts. But there is a history between Timothy Thatcher and Imperium that goes even, outside of WWE. And they were even teasing that. Like, Imperium wanted to kind of bring Thatcher back in with them. But we haven't seen Thatcher on TV in a few weeks, and I don't know if it has to do with COVID. I don't know if they're keeping him out on purpose, if he's hurt. I have no idea. I'm thinking that we're going to see Timothy Thatcher on this show on Wednesday, and I'm thinking that Thatcher may end up linking back up with Imperium and going full-on heel again and turning on Champa, and that may be what cost Champa the match. So I'm not really convinced it's going to be a straight-up clean win for Walter. I think Thatcher is going to factor into this and probably end up as part of Imperium. We have a Gauntlet Eliminator with the winner facing Johnny Gargano on Night 2 for the North American Championship. Isaiah Swerve Scott and Leon Ruff are going to start the Eliminator, followed by Bronson Reed, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and LA Knight, who won a Battle Royal on Wednesday to earn the right to enter the Gauntlet last. I think it goes to one of the babyfaces. So you have babyface against the heel Gargano the next night. I don't think it's going to be Leon Ruff. So that narrows it down to Dexter Lumis or Bronson Reed. I would prefer Reed. I like Bronson Reed. I think he's got a big upside. Triple H was really talking him up on that conference call this week. So clearly they have what I hope are bigger plans for him. I don't know if they'll belt well. You know what? I think they will. I'm going to go with Bronson Reed winning the Eliminator and getting the title match on Thursday. I was kind of waffling on what would happen then in the title match, but I think I know what's going to happen now. The main event, though, on Night 1 is for the NXT Women's Championship. The women are headlining Night 1. Io Shirai defends against Raquel Gonzalez. I like the way they've been building this match up now for weeks. On Friday, Raquel was just kicking Io's ass. She put her through a wall. Io was the one who was left standing tall when the show was over. Io Shirai has been the women's champion now for many months. Many, many months. And I've been waiting for this match for a while. It was Gonzalez who pinned the champion to win the War Games match for her team back in, I guess it would have been November. They never really followed up on it. This would have been the natural follow-up. It feels like the right time. It feels like Io has done all she can do with this, at least this current reign. I'm not saying move her up or anything, but I feel like it's time to change the title. And Raquel Gonzalez, she's no longer the tag team champion with Dakota Kai. Now is the right time. So I think we're going to have a new champion. I think that new champion will be Raquel Gonzalez. And that leads into night 2 on Thursday. Santos Escobar, one-on-one with Jordan Devlin in a ladder match to unify the 2 cruiserweight titles. We're going to have one unified, undisputed NXT cruiserweight champion. I believe it will be Jordan Devlin, and that will then allow Santos Escobar to move on beyond the cruiserweight division because he could be doing much bigger things than that. That will allow him to move on, and Devlin will be the singular cruiserweight champion. We also have Johnny Gargano defending his North American title against the winner of the Gauntlet Eliminator, which I said I think it'll be Bronson Reed. I think Bronson Reed wins the title. I think Bronson Reed is going to become the new North American champion, and I believe he will then drop the belt, maybe not right away. But I think this is all building to an eventual match with LA Knight, and I think Knight is going to be the one to take that title away eventually from Bronson Reed. Reed was Knight's first big opponent since he debuted a few weeks ago. Bronson Reed has a pinfall win, in fact, a couple of weeks ago on TV over LA Knight. LA Knight's already lost. He lost to Bronson Reed. So I see Reed winning the title, and again, how quickly they want to come back to Reed and Knight, I don't know. Maybe he's a quick transitional champion. But that's how I see the progression of things going here, from Gargano to Reed, from Reed to Knight. Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell against Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. They just won the belts. I don't see a need to take them off them so soon. I think Ember Moon and Shotzi pick up the win and retain. We have Adam Cole against Kyle O'Reilly in an unsanctioned match. Seems pretty obvious to me that Roderick Strong may be involved in some way. We saw Roddy on TV Wednesday. He lost to Cameron Grimes and then sulked his way out of the building, ended up not even being in the Eliminator match. Wouldn't be surprised if he reappeared at TakeOver and got involved in some way. But they have been promoting this match as a very personal affair between these two. This has been building now for quite some time. I thought the Prime Target video they aired on Wednesday was fantastic. They always do a great job. Yeah, they did a Prime Target video for Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez the last time they fought. That is one of the best videos I think this company has ever done. They do tremendous work on those video pieces. Got me hyped up for this match. I think Kyle O'Reilly needs this a lot more than Adam Cole does. Kyle O'Reilly lost twice to Finn Balor. He couldn't win the big one. He could not win the NXT Championship. This is the next biggest match of his career. And I think it needs to be a Kyle O'Reilly win. I think it will be. And then Finn Balor defends the NXT Championship against the former champion Karrion Kross, who never actually lost his title. He got hurt. He was stripped. Now he's back. And I think the time is upon us for an NXT title. It's been a hell of a run for Finn Balor. He's had some great matches as the champion. But I think this is Karrion Kross's time, picking him to regain the NXT Championship. And there you go. That's my TakeOver rundown, and I will see you all Thursday night. We'll talk about both nights live on YouTube. Join me then.